Good evening, everyone. We are inside Takumi Tei. This is the high-end Japanese restaurant in Epcot. I ate here many, many years ago when they had a variety of menu options. They had a fancy tasting menu, and then they had some individual options. They have changed the menu, so it is all tasting menu now. I'm going to show you some pictures of the menu and let you see what's involved. We are sitting this time in the earth room. Last time I believe I was in, it was the clay room. It was pottery. It was a beautiful experience, and I'm very excited to introduce Winchester to this today. Okay, so I have ordered the standard tasting menu with the Wagyu beef. I did not enjoy the Japanese Wagyu beef last time. They had American and Japanese on the same plate, and I prefer the American. But I'm going to try it again and see if they cook it differently, because I've heard really good things about it. They are doing modifications on a number of things. I'm getting the creme brulee. Winchester has decided to try the plant-based option, and we were told everything could be modified and be okay. And then he asked for the plant-based option, and it has soba noodles in one of the items, and I'm not sure what the modification is, so we're asking what that's going to be.
And then the dessert,
and the dessert, which is the coconut ice cream. It was a combination of things. We'll try to put the menu picture in here, if I remember. But the crumble itself is actually not gluten-free, so they're modifying that as well. We've gotten still in sparkling water, which actually is an additional cost, probably. I usually just do tap. I'm not that picky, but, you know, we're going crazy tonight because this is not a cheap meal. I decided to just opt for some green tea because I'm just that little bit of chilly. So the first thing I got is green tea, and this is not part of the Omikase tasting menu. It's just green tea. So, but you're going to get the real stuff here for sure. You know, really good green tea has this sweetness. No sugar in it. It's not sugar. You've got that kind of earthiness to it, but then it just feels very round and welcoming. It's not bitter. It's not difficult to drink. It's not like, I don't feel like I need to add anything to this. And I usually do add tea to sugar to a lot of my teas unless it's a fruit tea. But this is really lovely. Would you like to try?
So yes, very earthy taste, is the best way to describe it. But it is not the same as green tea that you would get at an average Japanese or Chinese restaurant. This is quality, about the best way to describe it.
So they just helped us place more room on our plates, our table, by helping remove our napkins and putting them on our laps. And there are chopsticks at each table, and they have a nice wrap on them. And I went to take the wrap out, and I went, oh, wait. And he went, don't do that to them. I'm like, I know. When you usually go out for Chinese food or something, you know, you get the chopsticks, you break them, and then you sit there and rub splinters, etc. When you are in a high-quality restaurant, that is a huge insult. Do not do that. The whole thing is you're saying to them that they do not respect you enough or do not have the ability to give you something of quality. These are wood chopsticks, but look how smooth and clean these are. Yeah, so do not rub these together. They come on a lovely stone rest. Just don't do it. Just unwrap them and let them be where they are. This etiquette lesson by me. And if I'm wrong, put it in the comments. He's starting with his plant-based. He's got a tofu dumpling. It looks like there's 24 karat gold on it. The picture of his plate is going to go right here. And I've got the same thing on my plate, so we'll both try that. And then he's got, what did she say, sonomo on a seaweed salad? Or?
I unfortunately had a hard time.
There was a garlic sauce on his. Well, let's do one thing at a time. So this is like a tofu with 24 karat gold and a sauce.
I'm getting peanut.
Okay.
I'm very smooth. It just melts in your mouth. Not tough, not chewy at all. As tofu can sometimes be, depending on how it's prepared. I don't want to say earthy, but I want to say more. Well, it reminds me a bit of the umami, or the edamame,
which would be a soy. So and tofu is a soy protein. So there you go. Okay. What do you want to try? Do you want to try one of the edamame next, or?
No, I don't really know how to do these with my hands.
Well, you probably need to then. I mean.
They're colder, which was a surprise. I've always had them warm.
Oh.
It very fresh. Okay. If you've ever had edamame before, it tastes like edamame. But
Is
it's
it
cold.
seasoned on the outside or no?
No, I'm not tasting any kind of salt or seasoning with it. It's cooked, but then they chilled it. And, fresh. And that's what I'm getting from this, as different from any kind of edamame that you get from before.
Trying the tofu. And again, there was 24 karat gold on top, which, wow. So it's cool. Yeah, it's like a puree that they reformed it. It's like, yeah, I get that peanutty flavor too. And I don't know if that's the sauce underneath, which could be doing it. And tofu in itself doesn't have a whole lot of flavor.
I think underneath this is a soy sauce, actually.
Or tamari, yeah. Right, so let me try this. No, I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of the texture. No, the soy sauce has its own flavor. I'm going to pop the whole thing in my mouth. When you do that, it tastes more just like a dumpling, and I don't mind it as much. Alright, I'm going to try one of the edamame and hope I'm not offending them. Because, well, no, I'm not a fan of edamame normally either, but...
I'm going to put them into the same tray.
Oh, there you go. That's smart. It's got the soy sauce on it. I'm flying all over the table because I'm classy. The edamame they're chilled, they're very firm. They've got the lightest tint of salt on them, just the lightest tint. Yeah, I'm desperately trying to pop these out to do it. So this is spinach with bonita. And these are all, like I said, all 5 appetizers are on one plate. And they look... There we go. There's what it looks like. So the bonita adds that fishiness to it. Very round flavor. Cold again. It's not buttery. I like it. I can't place all of it, but I like it. It's got like that richness, that kind of creaminess that you think of as butter, but it's not a buttery flavor. And it might be fish oil or a fishy sauce. He looks so confused right now.
So, if I had to liken it to something, I would say it reminds me of spinach, actually. Like,
It is spinach, there you go.
You know, cooked very well, not salty, not mushy. I unfortunately don't taste much with the bonita.
Alright, so the next thing we're going to try is sea urchin. I may not be able to share this with one because I think it's just one piece of fish. And it looks like it's a shot, I think, so I'm going to try drinking it. Wish me luck.
The people at the festival will be proud of you.
Ooh. Rice noodles. So this is a sea urchin side I was having that was actually really good, and I'm sorry I didn't talk about it immediately. I felt like there was like a vermicelli, like that really, really tiny thin noodle, with a sweet kind of a cold broth. Really flavorful, really tasty. I liked it a lot. And then I tried to talk to you before I really, truly finished swallowing, and I choked. Yay. They were very helpful. All right, so, did you want to try your entree?
Sure.
All right.
This has many components to it. Let's see here. This is a piece of radish, I think. Very nice. Again, fresh. The highest quality of vegetables that you could possibly have. So, you're paying for quality, you're getting quality. All right, what is this? What do we think this is?
Oh, that looks like a lotus root.
Lotus root. No.
But not regularly enough to know what I'm looking at.
Good.
Wonderful splash of citrus. Hits your tongue immediately. It has a crunch, like a cucumber. Just go down. Oh my god. If you had this every morning, you'd be happy all day long. I don't know about the rest of it, but just that one lotus root. Alright, we have something over here.
Looks like a kelp or a spinach or seaweed.
Okay. I think I'm colorblind, so.
It's dark green.
There you go. With some kind of sesame seeds on top.
Yep.
Alright. This is a bit of a fishy taste to it.
Okay. It's seaweed then.
So, yes. It's good. But if you're one of these people that are don't like to eat fish because of the quote fishy taste, you will not like that part. All right, moving over. A lovely blue flower. I'm going to eat the flower.
It's a pansy.
The pansy?
I think it's a pansy. I don't think it's an impatiens. I think it's a pansy.
If you've ever eaten any kind of flowery garnish before, it tastes like a petal. So some kind of pickled
It looks like
item.
cucumber.
Pickled cucumber.
It's got some again sesame on it. Oh, that is cucumber. I just smelled that from here. And I think it's in a vinegar.
Not vinegar.
Oh,
Or if it is,
like a rice vinegar, sweet rice vinegar.
nothing I've ever tasted before.
Okay. Yes, it's a little tiny.
Yeah, go for it.
I get salt.
It tastes of salt, but light. Not,
Oh, yeah.
not very salty. There is a undertone of it, and I want to...
It's like it's a flavored salt, like a lemon salt or something.
I don't taste that lemon.
It's not citrus, but it's a flavored salt. I think it's not a straight
I
salt.
almost want maybe an oil or a broth of some kind.
Maybe. Yeah.
Something that, I don't overuse the word umami. But
But
I don't.
that's kind of where that came from. Is the trick.
I'll handle salt.
So I'm not going to try the salmon salad. I also have a little purple flower. Just like a little purple flower. Might have been grown in the land pavilion. I don't know. All right, so I have two beautiful pieces of cooked salmon. I am a big fan of salmon when it is cooked properly. So salmon. Again, this is a cold salad. It's a really good salmon. Like it is. When you think of a really high quality sushi salmon, it's buttery and a cooked salmon. That's saying something. Looks like I had a dyed daikon. Daikon is a radish. It looks like they've marinated it in some kind of a beet juice or something. Oh, okay. So it's marinated juice in like a sweet vinegar. Very bright. Nice and crunchy. I did not get lotus root. He got all the lotus root. Isn't that nice?
That is not. Salmon, I always consider a bit of a steak fish. Again, freshness. All fresh. Not spicy for me. It has a little bit of a seasoning to it in the background there, but it's not too hot, too salty. Just a light flavoring to it. So, very nice.
No, I will say the greens. They're all kinds of like a red lettuce, frigé. Let me see what this one is. Like a radicchio kind of. So there's one like this in green. There's another one in like a burgundy or purple, and then the frigé. This tastes like more of a straight soy sauce on it. I would love to have had more of the pickling sweetness of the daikon marinade in the greens itself. But a bit of greens, there's a lot of salt in the greens. But everything else was quite good. And that piece I choked on was actually quite fabulous. So there you go. This is just course one. We'll be here a while. See you shortly.
Hello everyone. All right, round two. So this is the sushi portion of the meal. Shiitake mushroom with some kind of sauce on top of it. I like shiitake mushrooms because years ago I dated a vegetarian who read this to me, and I went, "Oh, you put meat in here? Oh, that's so sweet of you." And I had no idea that shiitake mushrooms had such a meaty flavor to them.
He's a happy boy.
And there it is. If you've never enjoyed shiitake mushrooms before, they almost have like a pork quality to them. And that's what I remember from it. And that's what I'm getting now. The rice is very fresh, soft, and just delicious. This next one is a red pepper. So there's a roasted red pepper, and immediately I wonder why they don't add this to more sushi. This is delicious. There's a bit of an onion taste to it. It might be the sauce. Might just be the grill that they...
That's probably the sauce. That would be my guess.
It's delightful.
Okay, so the last one is asparagus with an umabushi sauce, which is a sour plum. Do you remember that soda you didn't like? That's umabushi, that's sour plum. But it doesn't mean that's going to have that kind of flavor.
Oh. Taste the plum. It's nice.
So it's a sour plum. Is it a vinegary taste?
No, I wouldn't say sour at all. I would say this is more of a fruity taste to it.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I am no sour about that whatsoever. Asparagus was very tasty. I'd say that this is asparagus I haven't had before. Actually, had almost like a fresh green bean taste to it.
Okay.
That was good. So, I mean, if you're prefer plant-based food, this is an excellent choice. You'll be extremely happy with this. And then we have one more here. This is the cucumber.
Cucumber and avocado in soy paper.
Oh, on the last one. The wrap. The seaweed wrap.
They had a thin piece of nori probably holding in place.
Surprisingly, the nori I didn't enjoy.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I know. It was weird. It was I mean, it kept everything together, but it just didn't complement.
Okay.
So the first thing you taste is the cucumber, which bright, very good. And then you bite into something that's creamy.
Okay.
And I go, what's that? Oh, the avocado. And usually the avocado, you get avocado chunks and whatnot. And this is creamy.
Nice. Okay.
This is almost like an injection of avocado.
Okay.
So very nice. Now I have 2 small pieces left, which I will finally get around to using my wasabi.
So he's going to finish those, and I'm going to try mine, which is going to be the fish now. The first, I believe, is a mackerel, she said. So, got the picture of it. There you go, mackerel. It's not cooked, but it tastes cooked. I don't know how to describe that. Minutely sweet with fish, does that make sense? But it's the fish, it's not other stuff. Okay, that makes me happy. But it's not when I've had sushi before, it's a different flavor, it's a different. Next, I have a white fish. Just a simple Japanese white fish. Thick, very salty comparatively. But naturally the fish. When I have sushi, I want to pour soy sauce on it. This does not need it. They have not given you soy sauce, you don't need the soy sauce. Here's the last one, is the one I'm really excited about. Cuttlefish. This is supposed to be a delicacy, I believe, in Japan. I've never had it before, so I'm going to give it a try. Very chewy. Whatever they put on top is a big spice to it. It's got an odd sweetness burn from whatever that other sauce was. There's a hair of a tuna fish flavor, not like raw tuna, but that cooked flavor that tuna fish has. But it's and a little bitterness in the finish. It's really neat.
I'm curious, if you're saying cooked tuna,
like a canned tuna.
But the light tuna, like gray tuna, or the other kind?
The darker meat. Yeah.
No, but for me, the two have 2 distinct flavors.
Right, but that's what I'm tasting. Not like a tuna steak, but like tuna fish. Interesting. That's really interesting. All right, now I've got an avocado roll. His has soy paper and a cucumber, and mine is just avocado. Anyway, these are the freshest, most creamy avocados you've ever had. And I gotta tell you, it's really good. I've eaten and drank enough today that I'm feeling foolish, and I don't want to waste an avocado rolls. So it's very good. I mean, please understand, it's very good. But I'm curious to see what comes next. I'm very excited. So I'll show you when the next piece of the meal comes here. But
Round 3. So I have a combination of tofu and mushrooms here. It's really 3 kinds of mushrooms.
looks like a forbidden rice in the middle. Dark purple.
Purple, that's
yeah,
okay.
forbidden rice.
Yeah. All right. I'll say that. And then, is that what this is? Or
Yes.
Okay. I was looking at the black rice.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's forbidden rice.
Okay, I thought you were talking about these things. Anyway, The mushrooms. Alright, let me try those. So, if you're a mushroom eater, they have a great meaty taste to them. And that's the best way to describe it. You're worried about getting something that is plant-based versus meat. The mushrooms make up for it. It's very satisfying. Something I tend to be worried about when eating a lot of vegetables. But with the mushrooms, it just does the trick. Let's see, this is very tasty. One of the other mushrooms has a bit of a spice to it. The other one,
Oh, so it's 3 different flavors. That's cool.
yeah, the other one, because it's so close to the puree, tends to blend in there. And the puree, best way to describe it is...
It's a sweet potato puree.
Really? Okay, so tastes more like pumpkin pie.
Oh, okay, so it's sweetened. Oh.
Yeah, not sugary. I mean, maybe a little sweetened, but you definitely taste like the ginger that you would get in a very good pumpkin pie. Eating these mushrooms, I can be eating a cheeseburger. That's the meaty taste that's coming in.
Yeah.
Switching over to the tofu, lightly fried, very creamy, very tasty. On its own, it's good. I'm looking forward to combining some of the flavors because tofu just seems to be a great palette for whatever you add to it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add some of the mushroom and some of the puree and see what we get here. What you get is a big bite.
Yeah.
Well, you don't get more out of it than the individual components. By eating it together, it does not change the flavor profile as versus eating it separately.
Right. A little sweet again.
Tastes like potato chips.
Yeah.
They're quite light and very tasty. I haven't actually tried the center yet.
Salad. Okay, pretty nice.
Very spicy, kind of leaf, almost peppery. Not my favorite.
Okay. Stepped away from my food for a little bit, so it's fried fish, so I'm a little concerned. It is a tempura batter that is gluten-free. There are 2 different fishes here. They gave me a key lime, so I'm squeezing that over because I assume that's what I need to do to juice that over to the fish. Then they gave me a Japanese salt and a ponzu sauce made of, what is it, 7 herbs and spices. It's an herb combination. Fish. Lightly dip it in the salt. Lightly dip it in the sauce. Let's give it a try. It's buttery. The crunch on the outside is buttery. No, it's not the outside. So it's almost like a cornmeal, kind of a crunchy. The salt blend. It's very good. It's very good. All right, let me see what I've got here with this ponzu. That's where the buttery flavor is. It's sweet. It's very mellow. It's round, kind of like literally like butter, but with some seasoning to it. Really good. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Well, this was
A soy wrap.
Soy wrap.
Cucumber, and I couldn't hear the rest of it, but ginger
some
dressing.
kind of radish, I think.
Kind of radish and the ginger dressing.
And then ginger dressing here. Soy wrap. Not something that I would normally order.
Have scallop, tuna, and I believe it's a white fish, all marinated. So we're going to give them a try. This is sashimi. Scallop is very sweet. Almost a creamy consistency with a bitter aftertaste. The tuna, which has caviar on top. Fresh. Light. Has a moisture to it that's really nice. Yeah, and it's almost... It's hitting almost here the way a citrus would hit, but it's not. With a tiny bit of bitter at the end. And then the third fish, which has a little flour on it. I say they're marinated, but they don't have a whole lot of marination to them. It's a clean, fresh fish. Bright. Well, not bright. Mellow. And daikon radish, which I love. The daikon radish tastes fishier than the fish does. How's that? So it's very, 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 very fresh. Are you willing to talk about that now? Or are you still processing? Okay. He had a course that it doesn't look like it went well with him. It was a soy wrapper, which was hard for him to chew, with a cucumber and radish.
But the radish was thick. So I could not bite into it. Hard textures. I just could not break into it. I actually had to deconstruct it and eat it in pieces because it was so tough.
Okay.
Flavor-wise. This one had a strong leaf taste to it. If I can, not a lot of seasonings. No seasonings really at all. I didn't taste. This is more of a salad rolled up in a soy wrap. I don't think I care for the soy wrap, and that just might be my flavor profile.
That's fine.
The ginger dressing, not bad. Very citrusy.
Okay. Still have a lot more courses. I can tell you, I ate far too much during the day today, and it's fighting me. That fish course that I had, I just had them pack most of it up because it's really good, but I want to be able to eat everything else. So one step at a time here. But I finished the sashimi. It was quite lovely, and a small enough portion that's at level right now. And I still have Wagyu beef coming, so we'll see how we go on this. So,
the main course, I'm guessing, this is the chef's specialty. They made something special for me, gluten-free, because I could not have what was in the tasting due to the noodles. So it looks like a combination of shredded zucchini, peppers, and carrots, all grilled, very thinly sliced, French fry like.
the picture will go right here. And a miso soup.
Oh, I'm getting there.
Okay.
They have more mushrooms, yummy, as well as some beautiful grilled onions, and then a miso soup. Now the miso soup, I'm actually going to start with that because I know there are people that love miso soup. It's never been my thing, but I'm hoping that being at a restaurant like this is going to be the most amazing soup I've ever had, and every other miso soup in the world will pale in comparison.
Probably, I mean, if you like miso, yes, but we'll see.
Some tofu in here. That is a delicious broth. This is the first non-meaty flavor type thing I've had, which is funny because it's a plant-based menu. I can taste the onion in the soup. The tofu is a nice filler in there, but not much flavor to it. And then try some of the mushrooms there. Going for a big mushroom. The mushroom is kind of peppery, very tasty. I think the star of this one is a broth. Alright. I'll come back to that and I'll move on to this for the purpose of the log. So, normally I'd eat these individually, but I'll just combine everything for a change. I'll try and do a nice big bite. So yeah, appears to be red pepper, zucchini, asparagus, a lot of the things that I had earlier. This is a simple dish. Good. And sometimes you want something simple and good. There is no, I don't think there's really any seasoning to this. I think it was just grilled perfectly. I'm going to enjoy eating it. I think this is the shiitake mushroom again, which brings in that meaty flavor. And then onion. This is a simple grilled vegetable dish, but it's perfect. I'm not disappointed by this at all. I could eat this on a cold day and be quite happy. So this is my Japanese. Michele had to step away, and she said she was going to share her Wagyu beef, so I stole my piece. I've never had Wagyu before. This is the very juicy, amazing beef flavor profile. Not salty, not barely seasoned. Now, someone always told me that Wagyu beef melted in your mouth. You know, it was that tender.
Okay.
Naturally. I don't get that. There's a chew to it. But it's a very good steak.
Okay. The picture of my plate will go right here. We are going to try the beef. Now, the last time I was here, I had American Wagyu and Japanese Wagyu. And the Japanese was so fatty that I didn't like it. So this time they didn't do both. They just did the one. They went medium rare this time. Steak. So there is definitely a fattiness to it. You see the marbling throughout. Yes, juicy. Yes, fatty. They have 3 different sauces. On the potatoes, they have a potato puree. There are little dots of leek sauce. And then there's a black sesame sauce. So I'm going to put a little of leek and the black sesame on. Oh. Which one is sweet? One of them is very sweet. Black sesame. It's very sweet. Far chewier than you would expect. The leek has that nice oniony earthiness when it's a green sauce. The edges are much fattier. That piece I got felt almost an all fat rather than steaky, so I am going to go to the center this time. Center piece, there we go. Alright, so the sweet sauce for me right now, and I'm feeling off kilter today, and I'm going to stress that. It's too much. You can see where it would be really interesting and really nice, but I dipped it in there, and I'm like, you know what, I'm done dipping. There's a salty crusting on the outside of the steak. The steak itself is not, it's just a nice clean meat taste. It is still a little fattier than I would like, a little more marbled throughout than I would like. And that's just my American palate, and I understand that. But think of the fattiness, the juiciness you get out of a ribeye, but in the quality of a filet mignon. I think that might be the way to describe it. Or a New York strip, where you have that nice, solid, meaty piece of meat that's not grizzle and not random fat. It is, the fattiness is throughout the whole thing. I still think I prefer the American Wagyu better, because this is Japanese. It's good. If I was feeling better right now, because something's just gone wonky with me, where I'm just, it's just wonky. If I was feeling better, I think I'd like this more. I still don't know that I would like the sesame sauce, the black sesame sauce. Then they have a melange of maitake, shiitake, and one other Japanese mushrooms. All right, there's mushrooms there. We're going to just go with that. Because I left the table, they're cold now. And very good. I have hit my max of savory for today. That's what's happened. I can't do savory anymore. Yeah, I think that's what's going on right now. Again, I think this would be lovely. I'm going to try one of the potatoes because they're plain enough. They've got an oniony flavor seasoning to the potatoes. Very soft, well cooked. Oh, no, it's a curry. They are curry dusted potatoes. Again, this is lovely. I can't finish it tonight.
So what you're saying is that if you're going to a really nice restaurant, don't eat and drink all day.
Yes. I mean, well, we didn't eat as much, but we drank far too much because we just didn't have enough. We had a Cape May for breakfast, and then so that's looking all you can eat. We only did 1 plate each, but we ate a lot, and then drank a lot. So yeah, the flavors are amazing. My palate has said too much cold, too much sun, too much stressing over other things that were going on during the day, like rolling backwards for no reason, that I think I'm packing this up too. I think I'm packing this up because I bet you this would be lovely in the morning because we have a fridge. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to. And I hate saying that because, like I said, flavor profiles are great. But my body is not liking me right now. And that's not fair to the food. But I can tell you, let me try, oh, I didn't do this. I think I'm yeah, like the potato puree. It's very potatoey, very light, very creamy. It's very tasty. My body is saying no. So I think I'll be able to handle some sugar, which is the dessert, and I'm positive that green tea is going to make me happy because there's something very healing and balancing about green tea, which is why I went with it for me to drink. And I think that's going to be what saves me for the day. Of course, if he wants any of this, he is welcome to have some, and I will offer that to him and see what he thinks. But individually, very good quality, very good pieces. It's, yeah, and sometimes you don't bring your A game, but yeah, this is, it's very, very good. We're going to stop there because I'm rambling, I can tell. So I will talk to you guys when the next course gets here. Remember when I said there were so many courses and I thought we were just dessert and tea? I was wrong. I had miso soup as well, the exact same miso soup he had with all of the stuff in it. It looks beautiful. But she took the lid off and I smelled it. I'm like, oh, I can't do savory. You know, when you just know what your limit is. And I said, is there any way we can pack it up? There's no way they can pack anything that is liquid like that. They don't have a container. And I think part of that is because of alcohol issues. Like someone could hide something with a lid, so they don't do any lids. And she had to take it back. Oh, I feel miserable about that, guys. You got the review of the soup from him, and I can tell you, I had it, I think the last time without the mushrooms, but it was such a pure, clean, white miso broth. It was lovely. It's still an amazing meal. Come hungry. Don't eat anywhere else for like 4 or 5 hours. Like I ended up trying the sushi donut as the last thing before we came in here. Well, because we decided we would come in early because we were really done everything and it was cold. Oh, that was a bad choice. I should have just said no to the donut. But I was trying to do the dining reviews for stop laughing at me. He's laughing at me. Because that would have made a huge difference.
Yes.
That would have made a huge difference because rice expanding in your stomach.
Filling? Rice is
very filling, and I didn't even finish the whole donut because I couldn't eat the shrunk part of it. And I hope that's not what's causing any of this. I don't think, no.
You're just full.
I'm over full, and that sucks because it's so good. Please understand, guys, as I'm telling you all about this, it's so good. It is pricey. It's $250 for the carnivore version. It's $150 for the plant-based version. It is so good.
Well, unfortunately, I can't tell you any of the ingredients here.
So there's a mochi with a red bean paste, a coconut ice cream, the strawberries, and it looks like sliced grapes, and I'm not sure what the paste was underneath.
The paste?
Or the cream. What is it?
What kind of sauce? And then what's the cookie?
Like a cookie shell thing, yeah.
Yes. So apparently I'm supposed to take pieces of all of this and add it to the cookie and make a sandwich. Another deconstructed meal. Ooh. You like a big marshmallow.
Yeah, mochi's chewy, and then there's stuff on the inside.
Alright. Ice cream. That in there. Alright. And then we'll take a little bit of the cream. Oh, and there's a powder over here.
Okay. Oh, yeah, like a matcha.
I don't know if that's just a garnish.
They never really put something on the plate that you shouldn't enjoy at some point. So it's all about having a variety of textures and flavors.
Piece of the mint or leaf or whatever.
It's a crunchy cookie.
So, the cookie is church wafer.
Okay.
That was the first thing that popped into my head when I bit into it. And then I guess the red paste of this thing is the second flavor I had.
The mochi.
Yeah, which is all right. Kind of I can't say coffee taste, but more of a coffee ground taste.
Okay.
Oh my! I finally got the ice cream. The ice cream is exceptional. It's a coconut ice cream, and I'm enjoying that.
Awesome.
Strawberry, very good, and
It's a sliced grape. Oh.
that's the unusual taste there. Yeah, that was the coffee taste I had.
Okay, the red bean paste.
This is something.
It's not chocolate. It's not.
I'm getting a chocolate taste to it.
Okay, we can ask her when we come and comes back.
Very chewy. Oh, it's just better together.
Okay. So the creme brulee picture is going to go right here. We have, it looks like it's painted in silver or something. I got a pretty tiny little spoon. It's a grape and then something covered in silver. Not sure what that is, but we're going to start. Oh, nice crack to the shell with the sugar. It is a chestnut creme brulee. So normally creme brulees are a thick custard, almost eggy. This isn't. It's a little bit runny, and that chestnut flavor is creamy, kind of has that edge of thinking of Christmas. It's chestnut, you know. And there's a candied something on top. It has a sweet, creamy flavor to it. Let's see what we got here. So we got more sugar again. I don't know what this fruit is that's covered in metal, but it's grainier than a creme brulee would be custardy. And I think that's the nut, the ground nut. And it's good, it's interesting. I'm going to try what this fruit thing is here. It's a chestnut. It was a roasted chestnut.
We're happy we did.
That was a grape. Lovely grape. See, that feels so good right now. Eating a fresh grape. Feels lovely. May I film you doing this?
Sure.
It's the process that I think is so beautiful. So this is the last course. And it's a Japanese tea serve where they do the full building of the matcha and the tea from scratch. Thank you so much.
So I've never had matcha tea before, and it tastes like I hope I don't insult it. It just tastes like a really good green tea.
Yeah. Matcha is green tea.
It doesn't need anything.
No.
Refreshing, warm. First warm thing I've had today. So yeah, I'll enjoy it.
Very aromatic green tea. It's got a light froth on it. I remember liking this, and green tea is so cleansing. It's so light. So it's very strong. It's got that nice high-end bitterness, like straight up. It's such a mellow, creamy sensation, and drinking it really lovely. And it's a wonderful way to finish up your meal and just kind of end out your day. We'll let you know when the bill gets here. Okay, so other news, they do offer an annual pass discount. Yeah, I am very sorry I did not come here with, we just ate too much before, and they drank too much before I came here. I probably knew that a few hours before we got there, but I did what I did. Can't do anything about it now. But I do have some leftovers for tomorrow, and I'm hoping that tomorrow morning I will be up for those. But yeah, so I'll show you the bill itself, but they're putting the discount onto it now, so you're going to see it after the discount. My menu was $2.50, his was $1.50. Then we got still water and sparkling water. Each of those was $9, and then the green tea that I got at the beginning of the meal was another $8. Except the annual pass holder discount, so that was 10% off of everything. You'll see the total there at $408.33. It is
This is what we get for the $8.
$9. Thank you. And then I had a similar size of the water. So I mean, it's not a cheap meal, but it is a quality meal. We got in here at about 6:45, and it's 9:30. So granted, we took longer because we were vlogging. We were eating separately and taking our time, but it's a pretty special meal. They don't pack the place. They give you your privacy. It's a lovely experience. If this has helped you figure out how to eat gluten-free in the parks, please give this a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe, share the channel, let other people know about it. Don't forget that I don't have a tagline. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?